Hello, this is Randy Clark, otherwise known as Go For It Randy on my YouTube channel. Hey, listen, I've got some incredible, groundbreaking news to tell you today. I'm so excited to give you this information. The DNA results are in on the little 6-inch alien creature that I've been covering on my channel the last few months. I've done several videos on this now. The DNA results are in. They've sequenced the DNA, and just an incredible story here. Just to give you a little background, this little 6-inch alien-looking creature was found in the Atacama Desert in Chile in South America, which happens to be one of the most driest areas in the whole entire world right now. It's absolutely desolate out there. The bottom line, they found this little 6-inch alien creature. They've seen UFOs in the area that looked like teardrop-shaped UFOs. A gentleman by the name of Stephen Greer a couple years ago was invited to go take a look at this little 6-inch alien-looking creature, and he decided he wanted to study this thing. So he actually has done several tests. He went there to an undisclosed location in an undisclosed country. He took some DNA samples, and they've been analyzing these DNA samples now for several months. We've been waiting for the results, and the results are here. And the bottom line is, this little humanoid-looking creature is, I believe, an extraterrestrial, because they cannot find any results here on Earth in terms of any matches that match anything on Earth. You can clearly see in this X-ray here a very unusual looking little being. And again, this is only 6 inches. The skull on this creature is just unbelievable. It looks nothing like a human skull. You can clearly see the spinal column there, the bones. There's not one single bone in this entire body that is human. Not one bone looks like a human. Here's a CT scan that was taken on September 27th, 2012, just a few months ago, and the bottom line is it can clearly show some very unusual features to this 6-inch little creature. But you can clearly see here, it's a tiny little guy, but very unusual structure, especially the cranium, the head on this creature. Very unusual. But you can clearly see here, looking at the X-ray, that this is not your normal, typical being. It's not a fetus like some people out there have said. This is not an aborted fetus. This is a very unusual being that appears to come from extraterrestrial sources. This is an incredible high-definition image here that clearly shows how unusual this little creature is. You can clearly see, look at the neck there. You can clearly see what looks like a vein running kind of down, a couple of veins actually running down the neck there. You can see the mouth area, the eyes. I mean, look at that eye. I mean, that's just unbelievable. But look at the structure of the cranium here. Just unbelievable, off the charts. Just I've never even seen anything that looks like this in the animal world here, on Earth. We've never seen anything that looks like this, but a very unusual being. No one's ever seen one of these things walking around here. So the bottom line is, I think the results speak for themselves. The DNA is very conclusive. This is not a human being, okay? It's not an aborted fetus. It's not anything here on planet Earth that we know of. There's not one single hit or result that they got from the DNA results from sequencing the DNA that points them in the direction of anything here on Earth. So technically, if it's not from Earth, then it must be from somewhere else, which would technically make it extraterrestrial. Now, we're going to create a very big debate on this subject. This is going to be breaking news. It's going to be hitting the wires here very soon when the movie comes out. But here, a gentleman sent me a drawing that he made of this little creature, of what it might look like with skin on it. But you can clearly see with the pictures here, it's very, very unusual looking being. And again, you can see the definition in the skull there, and just a bizarre looking skull. I mean, I've never seen, you just couldn't imagine something like this. But again, it was found in the Atacama Desert, which is one of the most driest areas in the world. So this was preserved. It's kind of in a mummified state, and it's been preserved for several years. And again, just an incredible find. I think we're going to be writing things in the history books about this little extraterrestrial creature, because this is an incredible find. No one has ever come forward with any kind of documentation, any kind of real evidence. Here it is right here, folks. I mean, if you ever wanted to know what an alien creature looks like, if you want to know what an extraterrestrial looks like, you're looking at it right now. This is what I truly believe is an extraterrestrial creature. The DNA evidence proves that this is not a human. It's not connected to anything here on Earth. So again, that means it comes from somewhere else, which makes this an extraterrestrial being. Now, we can get into a discussion on that. I hope you go on my channel and discuss this. But the bottom line is there's an incredible movie coming out, a documentary that's going to feature this little humanoid-looking being on April 22nd, which is just coming up in the next couple of weeks. They're having a big premiere out in Hollywood, California. A lot of people are going to that. I wish I could go. I'm not going to be there. But they're going to have an online viewing of this as well, so you can catch this online. You'll be able to see an on-demand type feature of this documentary, and I suspect a lot of people watching this will want to see that. I know I'm going to want to see that as soon as I can get a chance to see that. So as soon as it becomes available, I suggest you go online and try and find this. I'm going to have some links on the bottom of the description of this video that you can go to. You can find out some more information on this little being. But incredible, the information, the DNA evidence is here, and I'll tell you, it says to me this is an extraterrestrial. Now, we're going to have a debate about this, I'm sure, and again, I look forward to talking with everybody on this subject, anyone who wants to talk about this. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to make some comments, please feel free to make any comments you want. But you know, this has just been an incredible journey for the last few months. The DNA evidence is here, and I believe this is an extraterrestrial because there's no match to anything here on Earth. So thank you very much for watching.